Is the Sarasota and Manatee real estate market finally finding its footing? Well, the latest January 2026 data is out from the Realtor Association of the county, and there's actually some pretty interesting news here for both buyers and sellers. Now, I'm going to break down exactly what's happening, what it means for you, and what you should do next, whether you're trying to buy, invest, or sell right now. Now, before we get into it, just hit that like button if you want more market update videos, and make sure you're subscribed so you catch these every month. All right, let's jump into the numbers. Now, the headline story here is that the market continues to adjust, not crash, not stall, adjusting. Now, that's actually a really healthy thing, and the data backs it up. Prices are down in most segments. Sarasota single-family homes dropped 7.5% year over year to a median price of $490,000. Condos in Sarasota fell 9.5% to $314,000. Manatee condos are also down 9% to $305,000. The one exception, well, Manatee County single-family homes, which are essentially flat, up just 0.1% to $480,495. Now, active inventory is shrinking. Sarasota single-family listings dropped 13.7% and Manatee single-family homes down 2.2%. Less supply tends to put a floor under prices, and that's an important context. Pending sales are surging. Now, this is the number to get excited about. Sarasota single-family pending sales are up 10.9%, and Sarasota condos are up nearly 24%. Manatee single-family pending inventory dropped 21%. Now, that tells us demand is quietly picking up as we head into the spring. Think pending sales as a preview of next month's close sales. When pending sales are up this significantly, it usually means the spring market is already waking up. What this means for buyers. Okay, buyers, now this might be the best window you've had in a few years, and here's exactly why. Prices have pulled back meaningfully. A 7.5% drop in Sarasota single-family median prices means a home that was worth $529,750 last January is now $490,000 on the median. That's roughly $40,000 less. For condos, you're looking at prices down close to 10% in both counties. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for prices to come in, well, they have. Two, you have time to make decisions. Homes are sitting on the market for longer. In Manatee County, single-family homes are taking a median of 58 days to get under contract and 105 days to close. In Sarasota, it's 48 days to contract and 96 days to close. Now compare that to the pandemic frenzy. This is a fundamentally totally different experience. You can actually get the inspections, negotiate, and think things through before pulling the trigger. Condos equals maximum buyer leverage right now. Now, the condo market has 8.9 months of inventory in Sarasota and 7.2% months in Manatee. Anything above 5.5 months is generally considered a buyer's market, and you're well above that. Sellers in the condo segment are only getting around 92% of their asking price on average, meaning there's definitely real room to negotiate. Now, if you're looking at condo prices in particular, now is your moment, but you don't want to wait too long because those surging pending sales numbers mean activity is picking up. The window won't stay open forever, so get pre-approved, get a great local real estate agent, and start making some serious offers. Single family is approaching a balance. Now, single family supply is tighter. 5 months in Sarasota and 4.6 months in Manatee. That's close to the 5.5 month balance threshold we discussed earlier. You still have options, but the extreme buyer leverage of the condo market isn't quite there yet for single family homes. So move with intention. What this means for sellers. Now let's flip to sellers, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This market requires more strategy than it did a few years ago. But here's the thing, properly priced homes are selling, and the spring season is definitely starting to look promising. Firstly, pricing is everything right now. Sellers are receiving a median of 93.7% of their original list price in Sarasota single family and 94.2% in Manatee single family. For condos, that drops to 92% and 91% respectively. So homes that are priced too high are sitting and eventually selling for even less than price cuts. The sellers winning right now are the ones who priced it right from day one. Secondly, spring momentum is building in your favor. Here's the silver lining. Those surging pending sales numbers are your opportunity. More buyers are actively making offers than a year ago, and with inventory declining, you have less competition from other sellers than you did 12 months back. Thirdly, inventory decline reduces your competition. Now, active single-family home listings dropped 13.7% in Sarasota and 2.2% in Manatee County. Fewer competing homes means buyers have fewer choices. So if you're priced right and your home shows well, you're positioned to stand out. Now, if you're a seller, you want to work with an agent who knows the data hyper-locally, okay? The gap between list price and sales price and the time on market varies a lot depending on your specific neighborhood and price point. And a skilled realtor will help you price aggressively enough to attract offers while not leaving money on the table. Condo sellers, be especially realistic. This is a heavily buyer-favored segment right now. Condo market deep dive. Now, cash buyers are dominating the condo market right now, with 68.9% of Sarasota condo sales being all cash in January and 61.5% in Manatee County. Now, these are largely investors, second home buyers, and retirees. Finance buyers actually have less competition here than you might think. The elephant in the room, of course, for Florida condos is the HOA fees and the impact of new reserve requirements post the Surfline building collapse a few years ago. Those factors have been influencing prices and buyer behavior. Buyers are becoming more educated, but if you are buying a condo, make sure you're digging into the HOA financials, not just the list price. Looking ahead to spring 2026. So what's the outlook? Well, based on the data, I'm cautiously optimistic. And why is that? Well, pending sales are up across nearly every category, and that's a leading indicator pointing towards stronger closed sales in February and March. Inventory is declining, which removes a big headwind on prices. And we're entering the peak spring buying season in Florida, which naturally brings more qualified buyers to the market. That said, this isn't a market where you want to throw a property on the MLS and wait for multiple offers over list price. But it is a market where smart, prepared buyers and sellers can achieve great outcomes if they have the right strategy and the right representation. So guys, there you have it. That is my January 2026 breakdown of the Sarasota and real estate county market. Now, if this was helpful, please do me a favor and give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I do drop these market updates every month, and I also cover a host of buying and selling strategy, neighborhood guides, and more across the channel. Now, if you are thinking about buying or selling in this area and want to talk through your specific situation, the link to reach me is in the description below. I'm always happy to run the numbers for your specific neighborhood, price point, or just have a general chat about where your future might be here. Until then, I will see you in the next one, and thanks for watching.